Okay, so welcome back. I am excited to introduce to you Krzysiek. I hope I pronounce it correctly. What a beautiful name. I love the spelling. Just please let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So this chart is a manifestor chart. Manifestors are only a small part of the population. About 9% of the population, the world's population, is a manifestor. And what's so special about a manifestor is that a manifestor is here to make change. They are here to catalyze big changes, which for many, many people can be quite uncomfortable. So a manifestor has to deal with a lot of resistance. So let's take a look at your chart, Krzysiek. So here you are with this beautiful manifestor chart having a lot of energy. You're actually a manifestor who has a lot of energy. Not every manifestor does. And in your case, this energy wants to express itself to making change for people through the big ideas that you have. So why am I saying that? Because if you look over here at this 11th gate in the mind is the place where our thoughts happen. Of course, is how we think, and some people think very logically, and some people think very much more abstract wise, or have these really interesting little flashes of insights. In this case, Krzysiek, in your chart, you are someone who has amazing ideas that are here to bring harmony into the world, harmony and peace. And as a manifestor, your big overall goal is to experience freedom. So here we have this desire for freedom married with this big idea possibilities to be able to make changes. In other words, you see what's possible. You see what's possible for other people. You see what's possible here in the world. And you want to make those changes, but then there is that resistance. These people that are just stopping you, like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing, Krzysiek? You have to stop this. And it's simply because they just don't know what you see. So here's the hardest part for a manifestor. A manifestor can get rid of the resistance by informing, because the hardest thing for a manifestor is to ask for help. You won't see a manifestor do that. That's a really difficult thing. But for a manifestor to let other people know, hey, I see this is possible. This is what I'm about to do. When other people are hearing that, it takes them away from having to resist what they see. Because having no idea what's going on and this person just comes in and makes things move, that's scary. But if you know that, oh, they're making it move because they're going after this idea, then it's like, okay, well, let's stand back, see if I can help you as a non-manifestor type. And a manifestor very often is like, I can do this alone, just leave me alone. That's often how a manifestor acts. So again, you have a tremendous amount of energy, and there is a potential to go over your energies. So if we drop down a little bit and we see this center, the sacral center, you have that undefined. Now, having it undefined means that you're very susceptible to other people's energy, and you're taking on their energy, and it almost feels like you're plugging into like a socket, an electrical socket. So your tendency when you're around other people can be to just want to keep going and keep creating these new changes that you see possible. Always, 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 in your case, Krzysiek, is to go back to your authority. Every human design, every person has their own authority. That is the place where you make your decisions from. There is the place that when you make your decisions from that particular authority, you create more flow in your life and you don't have to push and pressure so hard. So Krzysiek, for you, it's that little triangle on the right-hand side. The triangle on the right is the emotional center. This emotional center for you is defined. it brings in a lot of energy, brings in a lot of emotional energy. And what happens with that emotional energy is it expresses itself to the throat. You see that connection directly from the emotional center to the throat. So whatever you're passionate about, you'll express it. Whatever you want to make change in, you'll express it. There's a lot of potential here to not only see the possibility, see those big ideas, you also see and have the power to be able to push through those scary moments, those moments in life where things feel like a little off and it feels like you're on the edge of a cliff and you just kind of have to push forward. And then when you do, you'll find that there is a parachute, right? You will get to the other side. So there is a desire to do this, and then the trust and the energy to be able to make that happen if this is right for you, if this is the right decision. And the only way for you to recognize if it's the right decision is when you feel the emotions getting to a kind of clear, clean place that says, okay, this is good. That can take some time for you. You may have a tendency to make a lot quicker decisions because you have this really strong intuition. You can see the spleen and the root center are connected. There's a lot of energy there. There's a lot of pressure potentially to make decisions from that intuition. But your intuition is an add-on. It's a great add-on. But wait for you to go through your emotions until you get to that clear, clean place, and then move, then create and catalyze all those changes that you see possible to bring peace and harmony into the world. Beautiful chart. All right, I hope this was helpful. Thanks.